Hi Tom, just give us some team news if you can.
Team news, we're still missing Wesley. The injury picked up against Wycombe. He's looking like being another 2 to 3 weeks. Apart from that, we have a full strength squad.
First pre-season as a manager completed. How excited are you for the season ahead?
Yeah, it's sort of the game is on the horizon when the fixtures come out, and that with that being 5 weeks ago, whatever it was, it's a long time building up to this game. Sort of the key aims of pre-season are to get minutes under people's belts, to sort of implement your game plan. We felt like we could improve in areas and sort of tweak a few things, but that process builds up to the final pre-season game last week against Brentford, and I felt like we took a huge step forward, and we're much more happy with where our team's at, the balance of the team, and yeah, we feel like we're more than ready for Saturday, and it's been a long time coming.
Millwall tomorrow. Watford haven't had the best of records at their stadium. How do you go about changing that?
Yeah, it's going to be a sort of quite an emotional atmosphere. We need to deal with that. We need to pay respect to it pre-match and with the tribute and things like that. But then, yeah, we need to manage it. We've got enough experience in our squad to be able to manage hostile environments, and tomorrow will be just that. In the first 10-15 minutes, we know exactly what to expect. We don't want to be in a mindset of surviving. We want to be in a mindset of trying to dominate, and then we want to try and control the game. You've got 11 very good players trying to make you not do that, so it's going to be a challenge. And yeah, the record under Neil Harris has been very good since he returned back to the club, and we know that it's going to be a tough challenge tomorrow.
A lot of people who put Watford near the bottom in their predictions for this season. What are realistic expectations for you and the club?
Yeah, first of all, I don't pay too much attention to those. If I do sort of hear them in passing by, like I have just now, then it motivates me and the team even more to think that we've got some good players in the building, and for that to be people's prediction, then yeah, let's use it as motivation. It's absolutely not my prediction, and it's not what we're a kind of team we're preparing to be. A team that's trying to survive or trying to nick results. Not at all. That's not how we prepare. That's not the mindset and the culture I want to try and create. And we're aiming for as high as possible.
How have you found the preparations as a manager this season? You've been used to doing pre-seasons as a player. Now you're the manager. How have you found the differences and what tasks you had to overcome?
Yeah, I didn't dread coming back as much as I do normally when I'm a player, sort of getting on the weighing scales and getting the bleep test done and all that. So, yeah, over the summer period, I was really looking forward to the best part of the job's when you step foot on the grass and you try working with really good players. You're trying to improve really good players, and so yeah, it has been a lot different. Obviously, the working hours are much more, and there's things I've learned that I'd do differently in next pre-season. And that's been great for me as a coach to develop me as a coach. But I think it's all about timing and peaking in that first league game, and I'm confident that we're going to do that.
Right, thank you. What you were saying there about people not writing us off but being negative, and I understand why you'd say that's not what you're thinking. But can you understand why people think that looking at the last 2 seasons?
Yeah, I'd say. But internally, I'd say we all feel like we underachieved last year. Okay, you can say we've lost Kone and we potentially could lose Asprilla, but we've brought in some quality. We're all working hard and confident we can add even more quality. So yeah, my predictions probably don't mirror those of someone else, and yeah. I see every day the players training. I see every day Scott and Gianluca working hard to strengthen. So yeah, I maybe have a closer insight to why I would have a little bit more of a optimistic prediction than others.
You touched on that hard work there. Sometimes do you think people outside of the club don't understand how much effort is going on just because perhaps a new number 9 or a new centre half hasn't appeared?
Yeah, and I don't expect them to either. That they want to see results of the hard work, and rightly so. They pay the money to watch good players, to watch good performances, and yeah, it's all right me sitting here and saying I'm working as hard as possible to get results, and if them results don't come, then I'm accountable for that. So yeah, can I understand some frustration? All we can do as technical staff and Scott, Gianluca and the owner is keep working to add quality to the squad. But right now my focus is with the players I have, and I'm more than confident in those players.
With this first batch of games after the international break, would you take substance over style? And by that I mean, would you take points over performance?
Absolutely, yeah. 100% clear with that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And how long do you think it will take to implement what it is you're trying to do in a competitive setting?
Yeah, it's always, as a player, you always sort of measure the first 3-4 months of the season in international breaks. So, yeah, right now I'm sitting here, and it's to the first international break, you're looking for as many points as possible. And then you use that international break to sort of tweak and hopefully you've got more belief and confidence in the game plan, and really sort of then style starts to kick in, and hopefully by the third block of matches after the second international break, you can really see a team with identity and it's both style and substance.
Do you think we'll see Wes before the first international break?
I hope so, yeah.
Vatter wasn't well enough to play last week, but would he come into proper consideration now?
He will, yeah. He'll come in the squad, and he's young, exciting player. Real good ability with the ball. He's got a spark to make something happen out of nothing, and it's my job now to improve him out of possession and improve him in sort of the dark arts that you're going to need to compete in this league.
How far away is Larouci from being fit? I guess he's at least a week behind because the French league starting a bit later.
Yeah, he's close. I mean, he's been training with a group up in Manchester. The players who fall under the City group have a sort of essential training group in Manchester. He's been training with a coach I know up there, so he's had a pre-season. He's just not had match minutes, so we have to integrate him carefully. But I see him being a part of the squad tomorrow, with a view to getting some minutes Tuesday and available for full selection next Saturday.
Doumbia, he's taken up the one wild card spot, which suggests you do have plans for him. Yeah,
player that I always think that players who have fantastic attitude can fulfil their potential, and with that, Mamadou's got a great attitude. When someone comes in the building and wants 2-3 English lessons a day to fit in, to know what I'm saying, to learn, he caught my eye straight away with his attitude, and then he backs that up with real good technique and pace and power. And so Mamadou will come straight into the squad, and he'll be available for selection tomorrow.
And Almeida, where does he fit in?
Almeida's someone that I've not seen as much of. He's probably more of a project, Almeida. He's someone that I don't see me using short term, and he's an exciting prospect. We like his qualities, but I wouldn't be expecting anything too soon.
So to be clear, that wasn't the centre half you were referring to when you said we're close to getting another defender in?
No, that wouldn't be someone, and I wouldn't be doing the lad justice if I was to throw him in against Millwall away or against Stoke Derby. I wouldn't be doing the lad justice because although we think a lot of him and he's got a lot of potential, we don't see him as ready to be involved in those games.
How close are you to the number 9 and the defender you're looking for?
Close, really close.
Yeah.